my group, Yaleth and I had allergies in the immune system. So an overview of the immune system is that the immune system is the body's defenses against invaders or foreign molecules. The skin is the first line of defense, so normal skin is supposed to stop in that. But yeah.
So the basic overview of allergies is when your immune system reacts to like very harmful things like pollens or cat hair, because usually your immune system is just the unidentified things that can harm you. But people who have common allergies, they react like extremely to simple and common things among like all people and all ages.
And the things that provoke them are called allergens. So like Yaleth mentioned, pollen and like different things. Those are called allergens. So.
Okay, this is, by the way, the very first slide is okay, but it would be nice to have some more detail similar to, innate and not innate. But this is good though. However, formatting, right? Now you have a formatting issue, but it would be nice to just have that maybe one, and then you make that into the entire slide. And then the text there, you could make it smaller. Or even like, maybe not, because that should be oral. If you have a space for notes, that would be good. Yeah, but in short, you want something like this. Okay, continue.
So to be more specific, when you have an allergic reaction, is when the B cells, as they're part of the immune system, they come into contact with the chosen allergen, which could be like dog hair or anything. It comes into contact with the allergen, and then the plasma cell releases the specific antibodies, like these antibodies, to protect it. And then it goes into the mast cell, and it comes again in contact with the allergen and releases a hormone of histamine, or histamine, which is what generally causes your symptoms like sneezing or wheezing.
And the reason it causes that is because histamine causes for example, it causes the capillaries to dilate, which causes rashes. And then in the lungs, it causes bronchoconstrict, which results in wheezing and coughing. And then it also stimulates the production of mucus, which is what causes runny nose and breathing problems. So like I mentioned before, allergens are the substances that provoke an allergic response. Those are types of allergens.
Oh, this is good, by the way.
The skin prick test is a test that you can either admit to yourself, like you can go to a local pharmacy, or you can have a doctor do it. It's just a test that an individual can diagnose the objects or the chemicals that they're allergic to. So the doctor would get like a similar thing to that, and put the different chemical or the substances on that little prick, and you like gently prick your skin. And if this is like a negative reaction to it, when you get like a blister or like a rash or something, that shows that you're allergic to that chemical. But if it's blank and nothing happens, you're not allergic to it.
So you can see this picture, like the comparison, like this is normal skin and then this is skin that's reacting to the allergen.
So there are like different classes of allergies. There's like the hypersensitivity reaction. So it's like to just basically describe it, there are 4 different classes, and it's just depending on how your body will react to each of the harmless allergens. So it's different for each person, and it just depends on. The first 3 classes are dependent on the antibodies and the releasing of the like Cesar's of the histamine, and the class 4 reactions are caused by the T cells, which either directly causes damage to themselves, or they activate the macrophages that damage the host cells.
So the symptoms of allergies can vary depending on how the allergen enters the body. For example, if it's an airborne allergy, it's going to result in like runny nose, itchy, bloodshot eyes, and then if it enters through like food, it's going to cause swelling of the lips and cramps and diarrhea. If it enters through the skin, it's going to cause redness and itchiness, and if it enters through the bloodstream, which is like through an insect bite or something, it's going to cause swelling and irritation. And then dermites is the general term that basically describes like bumps on your hand. So you can see that's a hand with like dermites. Dermatitis. Sorry. And then that's the list of things that can result in can cause dermatitis.
Asthma is just basic basically when the airways within your lungs is actually an allergic reaction. If you have like if you inhale something that's airborne, it will begin to close your airways, so like air will be harder to go in through. Which is why like people have trouble breathing and
And then the treatment, well, the best way is to avoid allergens, so like avoiding areas with a lot of pollen or avoiding cats or stuff like that will help you. And then there's a lot of over-the-counter prescription drugs, which are antihistamines, which basically block or reduce the amount of histamines in the body. And like I mentioned before, the histamine is what causes the allergic reaction.
By the way, freeze here. So this one, right, we have a formatting issue. This is the same one that you used for the previous slide.
It's just a repeat slide. That's all.
Yeah, so but it's good because with initial contact with the allergen and all that. So then you want to also show if you're given antihistamines, what would be the effect in terms of this flow chart? Where do you actually, where does it go? What does it block or what does it like propagate, right? It's always, there's this like nice, I would say it's a symphony of sorts that the body has. It makes sense in that sense of like it's either it's going to block it or it's going to encourage it. So whatever your topic is, you need to show it at this level. So you have the regular one, the regular allergic reaction, and what happens when things go wrong. So at this level as well, right, at the molecular level, and then when you are treating it, what are they trying to target along this pathway? Okay, so by the way, this group, by the way, make sure that you have those other two, which is this is the allergic reaction, right? And then what happens when you treat it? Okay, I mean, what I'm trying to say is you need a similar image.
And then now we have the quiz. So, Diana, can you explain what the immune system is?
it is the body's defense system against unknown and unidentified molecules.
Now that you mention it, go back to your first slide. Oh wait, no. This one. This one you could add on. Like the HIV/AIDS group, they had more of it, but they didn't have like a detail. But this one you need to add a little more, right? Overview of the immune system, because it's not enough just to define it this way. You have to be very specific about it. Innate, and then so when you have an allergic reaction, which level of the immune system is it attacking? You gotta be very clear about that. Okay.
Eva, can you tell me what an allergen is? Okay, Andrea, can you tell me the 3 types of allergens? Cindy, can you explain the skin effects?
So basically they affect your skin, and then depending on how it swells, according to the reaction, specific allergen, then you're allergic to it or not.
Cindy, what's the treatment for allergies?
To break them and to freaking wash your bedding in hot water and remove items that collect dust, such as stuffed toys or clothing.
Any questions? Or
Well, you know, I've been mentioning the other routes, and I think I've been mentioning this to most of you before.